In the eastern coast of Central America, the Belize Barrier Reef is a series of vast coral reefs.
The Belize Barrier Reef is a home to a large diverse ecosystem containing many different species of plants and animals. Only 10% of the reef has been researched, making it the second largest reef in the world. This unique reef protects shorelines from destructive waves and tropical storms.
There are many symbiotic relationships in the Belize Barrier Reef. These relationships include mutualism, parasitism, and commensalism. An example of one of these relationships would be zooxanthellae and coral. The corals will protect the zooxanthellae, and in return, they produce oxygen, removing waste.
Coral bleaching occurs from human actions that affect the ecosystem. The reaction of the coral is due to environmental stress. When the coral loses its symbiont algae, it is forced to turn white. This is problematic because the photosynthetic zooxanthellae provides oxygen to form the calcium carbonate skeleton. Other marine-based pollution caused by humans include anchor damage, pollution from ports, oil spills, overfishing, and coastal development.
The Belize Barrier Reef is filled with different species of fish, sharks, whales, dolphins, seahorses, starfish, manatees, American crocodiles, and turtles. Some producers include algae, ocean plants, and plankton. Algae are found in corals, which allow them to build tough, stony homes by providing oxygen and calcium. Other plants provide food to animals in the reef, including fish, plankton, and other consumers. Plankton have evolved to have tissues that weigh less than the water which help to float. They also migrate a lot, staying alert from all the many predators around. They have an ability to produce lipids, oxygen, and proteins from capturing sun rays. The primary consumers include fish, dugong, turtles, sea urchins, and manatees. These sea creatures are important because they feed on almost anything from the producers. They eat ocean plants, plankton, and many other autotrophs. The secondary consumers are sharks, large sea basses, and large snappers.
A lot of the fish species in the reef have blue and green scales, which help them blend in with the plant life in the reef. This also makes them harder to spot from the surface, reducing the chance of them being fished. Stingrays in the reef swim very close by to the bottom in order to camouflage with the sand. The octopus lies close to the bottom. When attacked, the octopus squirts ink to cause a distraction so that it can escape.
Significant environmental threats to the ecosystem are hurricanes, earthquakes, and coral bleaching. Humans are also a huge threat to the environment. Some of these include overfishing, invasive species, cruise ship tourism, and many more. According to the Australian Caribbean Coral Reef Association, they stated, climate modeling suggests that reefs in Belize will experience thermal stress severe enough to cause bleaching every year after 2040. Projections for ocean acidification suggest that declines in coral calcification by 2040 may exceed by 10%. This indicates that there is a huge decline in corals because of many threats to the ecosystem. In order to minimize these hazards, we can prevent fishing in some specific areas so that the population of fish can come back, as well as having reef recover from bleaching. We can also help the ecosystem by preventing pollution in the barrier reef.
This reef has truly shown us the diversity of all the living wonders. Thanks for listening.